Well, hello students. I hope you're having a fantastic day and welcome to another episode of Parlay with Jay. This is an A-2 English listening practice video. I will not have any explanations or quiz questions today. If you would like those types of lessons, be sure to follow the links in the description to study my other English lessons that I have provided. I want you to use this video to practice your listening skills and to strengthen your conversational abilities as I speak. Today, I will read a story that I have entitled Too Many Games. I hope you enjoy. Calvin was a boy who loved playing video games. Every day after school, he would rush home, drop his backpack, and sit in front of his television. He had many games, from racing cars to fighting monsters. Calvin could spend hours playing, forgetting about everything else. One sunny afternoon, Calvin's mom walked into his bedroom. "Calvin, why don't you go outside and play?" she asked. "It's a beautiful day." Calvin looked outside. The sun was shining and the birds were singing, but he just wanted to finish playing his video game. "But Mom, I'm almost at the next level," Calvin replied, not taking his eyes off the screen. His ma sighed and left the room. Calvin was so focused on his game that he didn't even notice the time was passing away. Later, his friend Jake knocked on the door. "Hey, Calvin, let's go ride our bikes," Jake said with excitement. Calvin thought for a moment. He loved riding his bike, but he really wanted to finish playing his game. He was trying to win. "Maybe later, Jake. I'm busy right now," Calvin said. Jake looked disappointed but nodded, and then he left. Calvin continued playing, but something was missing. He started to feel a little lonely. The game wasn't as fun without his friends around. After a while, Calvin paused the game. He looked out the window and saw Jake and other kids laughing and playing. They were having a great time. Calvin realized that he was missing out on all the fun. He quickly turned off the game and ran outside. "Wait for me, Jake," he shouted. Jake smiled and handed Calvin his bike. "You made it," Jake said. Calvin spent the rest of the afternoon riding his bike and playing with his friends. He realized that playing outside was just as fun, if not more, than playing video games. From that day on, Calvin decided to balance his time between video games and outdoor activities, so he could enjoy the best of both worlds. Well, that's one thing I wanted to do today. As you can see, it is so beautiful here in my backyard that I wanted to come out of my office and do this story with you. Do you get outside often? Or do you like to stay indoors and watch movies, read a book, or play video games like Calvin? I believe every once in a while we need to come outside and get some sun and enjoy the beautiful day. Well, though I didn't have any pictures, I hope you enjoyed looking at the scenery in the background. And as always, I hope you join me on my next English lesson. I hope to see you then.